Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Okay, I know you're trying to run a business. The cheapest ingredients will get you in trouble. All right. If this is your first time on this channel, thank you for following me. And if there is not, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate you guys always watching my videos. So this video is focused on you that go to the markets or your online store, wherever it is you buy ingredients and you buy the cheapest ingredients. Do you know what is going to make your cakes taste like? The cheapest cakes. You know those grocery store cakes that you go to the grocery store to buy? Yes, that's. And I'm talking to those of you that bake with margarine, those of you that bake with what's it called? There's this vegetable shortening that Chile everybody uses here. Like at the end of the day, yeah, yes, I know it is cheap and the cake will turn out fluffy just like, but there is something about the taste of butter, right? Especially when you're baking a cake. And if it's, I understand the balance of, okay, maybe you want an oil-based cake but if you are just buying the cheapest things because they are cheap, your cakes will taste cheap. And I know what I am talking about. So this video, I'm going to give you 5 things you should not go cheap on when you are running a cake business so that your cakes do not taste cheap, right? Okay, so, but first of all, let's talk about like buying the cheapest ingredients, yeah? Why? Yes, I understand you're trying to run a business and you're trying to, make some profit and stuff, so you can make maximum profit basically. But if your case tastes cheap, what have you done, really? Especially since like novelty cakes are the kind of products that the cheapest thing in, no matter how expensive your ingredients is, the cheapest thing in that cake is still your ingredients. The most expensive things in your cakes is usually the cost of labor. So most times, yeah, if maybe you have to make a cake, maybe a customer has paid you 100 euros, right? And then now you've baked the cake, you've spent hours decorating it. Let's say, for example, you got to the shop and then you bought a stick of one of those is this torque or one of those, vegetable shortening pain that, what's it called? Can't remember what it's called. One of those things that like is this large and it's like 2 euros for baking, right? Meanwhile, you're going to spend hours decorating that cake. You're going to buy a bunch of other things, yeah? And then your cake would taste just cake. It should taste like, just regular cake. Have you ever had somebody's cake and you're like, what did they put in it? I swear to God, 9 times out of 10, it is the brand of butter they're using. But take it from me, I'm not even kidding, right? Have you ever tasted somebody made a cake and you're like, Jesus, what do you put in this cake? It is the butter. Butter. It's the butter. Take it from me. So the pie things not to go cheap on. Let me start from there. Number one, butter. Stop buying stored. I understand if your ingredients calls for maybe oil. I understand those that are baked with oil because the texture is better, but there's something about the flavor of butter. And one thing I advise is if you learn cake from me, one thing I tell my students is if your ingredient calls for oil, you can use a mixture of oil and butter because there's something butter does to your cake. It gives it this. And as explaining, mom, I hope you get what I'm trying to say. Number 2, know what to go cheap on. And I'm being tough 9 things you need to go cheap on right now because your cakes are going to just taste cake. And then maybe let's even like if girls as mom really like you, there's going to be somebody not far from you that makes cake that tastes exceptionally wonderful, right? The first time I learned this was from a blog. I think I was still in school, and a lady was talking about like how like the Takapoko butter you buy can take a cake from a really good cake to really exceptional tasting cake that people want to buy over and over and over again. And that's what you want. You want repeat customers. So don't give yourself a bad reputation by buying the cheapest thing in the shop. Number 4 is health concerns. Most of those things are not really very good. Yeah, I understand cake is something your customers eat occasionally, and something they eat maybe once in a few months cannot really affect their health that much. But if you have access to better ingredient that is better for their health, why not? If you're filling your cakes, you're using bad ingredients and you're filling your cakes with maybe artificial flavors and preservatives, yeah, it might taste good, but I don't know, day you can taste flavors, yeah. If something had artificial flavors, you can really taste it, especially if you have a lot of experience. But most people can't. But why? That's the reason why they didn't buy from the grocery store downstairs and they bought a novelty cake from you. Because they're trusting that you're going to make it with the best ingredients. So why? It's better for you to not buy that vegetable shortening that they sell for €2 and buy the butter they sell for €5. The extra €3 is really not going to make that much of a dent in the €100 you're charging the customer, if you get what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to be a goody two shoes, but I know you guys understand what I'm trying to say. And it is going to be best for your customers and your business in the long run because you're going to be known for exceptionally tasting cakes. Yeah, there are definitely things you should buy the absolute cheapest. For example, let me give you an example. Parchment paper. I don't even think about it. Parchment paper. If you buy the cheapest pans too, right? There's some pans that conduct it separately from another, but that's another video for another day, right? So you want to buy ingredients or tools that are well tested and really good and other bakers have used, right? So let me show you some of the things you can easily go cheap on, right? Parchment paper, one. Eggs, you can buy cheap eggs. And when I say cheap eggs, right, you don't want to buy, there's this thing a lot of people do in Nigeria where like you go buy eggs from people that sell eggs and then they sell the broken ones to the bakers. And some of them are already rotting a little bit. Jesus, you think the smell, yeah, the smell might not really come off until you tell, they might know that something smells off with this cake, but they can't really put their finger on it. Is that what you really want? Right? There are several things you can go cheap on. Let me look here and see. I don't know. But let me tell you some things you definitely should not go cheap on. Definitely, definitely. And I wrote them down. Number one is cocoa powder. If you go to the store, let's say for example, you want to make a cake for your customer, right? And you've already charged them €100. Maybe the cocoa powder they sell in the store, they sell one that is €1, another one that is 2, another one that is 4, another one that is 5. I feel like if this is your job as a baker, it is your duty to test out all of those cocoa powders. Yes, I understand that expensive might not definitely mean, it's a good quality. But test them out. Don't just opt for the one they sell for $1. Because the difference between an exceptionally wonderful chocolate cake and a good chocolate cake might be the $1 you didn't spend. And your customer paid €100. If you understand what I'm saying. You're going to spend all of your time on that cake. Maybe you spend 3 hours. You're going to bake, you're going to decorate, you're going to snap the cake, you're going to do a bunch of stuff, make buttercream, your buttercream tastes great, all of those things. But you can't spend an extra €1 to buy the good chocolate cocoa powder. Especially when you've tested it and you realize that, oh, this one tastes a lot better. So it's your job to try out things and know, which one tastes a lot better. Number 2 is eggs. Tesco buying those eggs that it's broken and it's destroyed and then some of it is already even stinking and then they're selling it to the bakers. That's not what you want to buy. Sometimes you might smell them be like, it doesn't really smell in the cake. But if you pay attention, it really does. It really does. Number 3 is fondants. This one is very tricky because expensive doesn't necessarily mean the best. And I know what I'm saying. Before, I used to buy this fondant from the cake supply store and it's about €4.5 per kg. There's another one that's about €6 per kg. Recently, guys, I found a fondant and let me give you the secret. Shall I give you the secret? It's in Tesco, guys. Tesco fondants. That's the only thing I've been using. In fact, since I started buying that fondant, the only time I buy the other fondant from the cake decorating store is when like maybe I need color black or color red because I don't make those color fondants myself. They're going to waste your time, waste your energy, and still not turn out great. So I don't make color fondants, right? For example, all those BDD colors like red, navy blue, black, I buy them. That's the only time I buy from the cake supply store. Tesco sells for less than €2 and it is wonderful. I feel like it's one of the best fondants I've ever used. Meanwhile, I used to pay about €6 per fondant. So it's your job to test it out and know which one is good. But don't just automatically just buy the cheapest one. Let me give you another example. There was this cake I made for someone when I first got to Ireland. I made it for one of my friends' friend, if that makes sense. It was for our son's first birthday and we traveled there and everything. She wanted me to make the cake. That was one of the first cakes I made in Ireland. And it was fondant and it was double tiered. Do you know, I felt like, maybe because I've not worked with fondant for a while, so I'm a little rusty. No, it was because the fondant I bought was shitty. That fondant was shitty as fuck and it was breaking. You know when you're trying to stretch fondant and it's breaking? Yeah, it was shitty. It was shitty fondant. I'm telling you. The fact that I had not waited for a while, I thought to myself, okay, well, maybe I'm losing my mojo. That was not it. We're just chili cornet. Okay, so another thing you don't want to go cheap on is desiccated coconut. I see a lot of people do this here. If you're not going to order and offer coconut cake, don't do it at all. If you're going to order coconut cake, do the good coconuts. And you know what I'm saying, right? Are they about desiccated coconut or those blended coconuts that you buy in sachets? And if you taste it, it tastes like chaff. And then there are some other ones that when you buy them, when you taste it, you can still taste some of the creaminess of the coconut. Let me tell you the difference. The one that tastes like chaff, yeah, it's because they've extracted oil from it and they've extracted milk. It's not just like, blended coconut. The other one that tastes really good and tastes like coconut, and even though it's dry, is because they just grated it, dried it, and started to sell it. I don't know if you get what I mean. So it's important for you to test out your ingredients and buy the good quality ones. And most times, the difference between good quality and just air quality might be €1, €2. How about you charge that customer €101 instead of 100 and give them an exceptional product? I don't know if you get what I'm saying. That way, when you have customers, they will keep coming back. It will be like you put jazz inside the cake. Yeah, I think that's all my coins. Right? There are a few other ones, but I don't think I wrote too many down. Again, if you have any addition, if you're like a long time maker, you can have any addition for this, please leave me in the comment section for me. Thank you guys for always watching my videos, because I really do love making these videos for you guys. Thank you, and make sure to leave me comments. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I like this video. Thank you, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.